Imagine this. You're doing everything right, eating healthy, staying active, and trying to age gracefully. But suddenly your legs begin to feel stiff, your knees ache. You find yourself walking slower with discomfort, imbalance, or even needing a walker. What if I told you that certain fruits, yes, fruits could be to blame, that's right. 8 fruits that seem innocent and healthy could actually be silently attacking your joints, your muscles, and even your ability to walk properly as you age. In today's video, we're uncovering the shocking truth behind these fruits and why seniors especially should avoid them. Stay with me, because 7 is the one that even doctors rarely warn you about, and it's likely in your kitchen right now. And before we dive deep into these dangerous fruits, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and comment below. If you've experienced joint pain or walking issues recently, your story might help someone else. Let's begin. We've always been told that fruit is healthy, and yes, in moderation, certain fruits are packed with vitamins, antioxidants, and fiber. But as we age, our bodies process things differently. Our metabolism slows down, our joints weaken, and inflammation becomes a serious concern. What most people don't know is that some fruits, especially when consumed regularly, can trigger inflammation, spike blood sugar, and weaken the muscles responsible for stable walking and mobility. In this list, we're going to break down the 8 worst fruits for seniors, why they are so harmful, and what to eat instead. 1. Grapes. Grapes are sweet, juicy, and refreshing. But here's the problem. They're loaded with natural sugars, and when you eat them in large quantities, they spike your blood glucose levels dramatically. Why is that dangerous? Because high blood sugar leads to inflammation in your joints, especially the knees, hips, and ankles, the very parts of your body that keep you mobile. Seniors with even mild insulin resistance or prediabetes are especially at risk. And the constant blood sugar spikes from grapes can cause muscle fatigue, nerve damage in the legs, and long-term instability when walking. What to eat instead? Try berries like blueberries or raspberries. They're lower in sugar and higher in antioxidants. 2. Bananas. Bananas seem like a perfect snack. They're convenient, potassium-rich, and great before workouts, right? Not quite, especially for seniors. Bananas are high in fructose and can lead to fatigue, muscle cramps, and even calcium imbalance when overconsumed. Here's a secret many don't know. Too much potassium from bananas can actually lead to muscle weakness and irregular nerve function. For seniors, this may mean missteps, stumbles, or difficulty rising from a chair. If you love bananas, limit them to half a banana per day and pair them with protein to reduce the blood sugar spike. 3. Pineapple. Tropical and tangy, pineapple seems harmless, but it's one of the most acidic fruits you can eat. The high acidity causes joint irritation and has even been linked to breakdown of cartilage in older adults, not to mention its high sugar content, which makes it another inflammation trigger. Many seniors dealing with arthritis or joint pain don't realize that pineapple is silently accelerating joint deterioration, especially when eaten in juice or canned form. Choose low-acid fruits like melon or papaya instead. 4. Oranges. Wait a minute, aren't oranges loaded with vitamin C, which is good for joints? Yes, but there's a catch. Too much citrus can lead to calcium loss from bones, especially if you're drinking orange juice every day. Many seniors suffer from osteopenia or osteoporosis, and regular intake of acidic citrus fruits can speed up bone thinning, making you more prone to falls, fractures, and poor posture. Plus, orange juice is a sugar bomb in disguise. 1 glass can contain more sugar than a can of soda. Swap it for water infused with lemon slices. It gives you the flavor without the sugar overload. 5. Dried fruits, raisins, dates, apricots. Dried fruits are tricky. They're often marketed as healthy snacks, but they're actually concentrated sugar bullets. Without the water content, dried fruits like raisins or dates become extremely high on the glycemic index, meaning they spike your blood sugar fast and hard. The result? Inflammation, joint swelling, sluggishness, and long-term nerve issues, all leading to walking impairment and poor balance. And here's a little-known fact. Dried fruits are often coated with preservatives like sulfur dioxide, which can trigger allergic responses and worsen arthritis symptoms. Avoid them. Go for fresh fruit with the skin on. It's safer and easier on your body. 6. Watermelon. This one will surprise many people. Watermelon is mostly water, right? So how can it be bad? The problem is that watermelon has a high glycemic load. It causes rapid blood sugar spikes, especially when eaten alone. And when blood sugar rises quickly, your body releases insulin, which can cause a crash in energy levels, muscle weakness, and increased inflammation in the joints. Plus, for people with arthritis or joint pain, watermelon can worsen swelling due to its sugar content. If you eat it, have it in small portions and never on an empty stomach. 7. Tomatoes. Yes, it's a fruit. Surprised? Most people don't realize that tomatoes are technically fruits, and they are part of the nightshade family, which contains solanine. Solanine is a chemical that in some individuals can trigger inflammation, especially in the joints and nerves. If you're experiencing stiffness in your knees, aching hips, or tingling in your legs, tomatoes might be to blame, especially if you consume tomato sauce or ketchup regularly. Cut them out for 2 weeks and see if your symptoms improve. Many seniors report dramatic relief in mobility and reduced swelling. 8. Mangoes. Mangoes are delicious and exotic, but they are extremely high in fructose, and their sugar content can overwhelm the body's ability to metabolize them efficiently in older adults. Mangoes not only spike insulin levels, but also feed candida and bad gut bacteria, which leads to inflammation, fatigue, and mental fog. If you're feeling unsteady on your feet, bloated or sluggish after eating mangoes, you're not imagining it. Instead, reach for green apples. They're lower in sugar and promote gut balance and energy. 9. Cherries. Cherries are often praised for their anti-inflammatory properties. But the truth is, not all cherries are created equal. Fresh, organic cherries can be beneficial in small amounts, but the kind most people eat are jarred or sweetened, loaded with added sugars and preservatives. Even natural cherries have a very high sugar content, which can be a problem for seniors with blood sugar sensitivity. Excessive cherry consumption can lead to joint stiffness, nighttime leg cramps, increased uric acid, a trigger for gout. And if you're drinking cherry juice, be especially cautious. 1 cup can contain over 25 grams of sugar, which is more than most sodas. Choose unsweetened tart cherry extract in capsule form if you want the benefits, and skip the sugary versions entirely. 10. Peaches. Peaches are sweet, juicy, and refreshing. But did you know that they rank high on the glycemic index? That means they cause rapid sugar absorption, leading to sugar crashes, fatigue, and joint inflammation in older adults. Even worse, many peaches in supermarkets are sprayed with heavy pesticides unless labeled organic, and those chemicals accumulate in the body, affecting your liver, kidneys, and nervous system. For seniors trying to maintain strong muscles and good coordination, this is a recipe for disaster. And canned peaches? Even worse. They're usually soaked in syrup, doubling or tripling the sugar content. If you must eat peaches, go for small organic ones, and always eat them with protein to stabilize blood sugar. 11. Figs, especially dried figs. Figs are fiber-rich and often used for digestion, but they can also be a hidden danger for seniors. Why? They're very high in natural sugar. Dried figs are even more concentrated, with nearly 20 grams of sugar in just 3 pieces. They can cause gut bloating, which leads to pressure on the lower spine and hips. Many seniors also report increased joint pain and swelling after eating dried figs regularly. And if you have gout, figs are absolutely a no-go. They contain oxalates, which worsen uric acid buildup in joints. Opt for steamed vegetables like carrots or sweet potato for gentle digestion support instead. 12. Lychee. Exotic and delicious, lychee may seem like a harmless tropical treat, but for seniors it's shockingly dangerous in high quantities. Lychees contain hypoglycin A natural toxin that can cause a rapid drop in blood sugar, especially if consumed on an empty stomach. In children and seniors, this can lead to dizziness, confusion, muscle weakness, fainting. In fact, There have been documented cases of lychee toxicity outbreaks in regions where the fruit is heavily consumed. Even when fresh, lychees are high in sugar and very acidic, a bad combo for aging joints and nerves. If you're craving a tropical fruit, try coconut meat. It is full of healthy fat and far more stabilizing for blood sugar and energy. Let's connect the dots. When you consume these high sugar, high acid, or inflammation-triggering fruits regularly, especially as you age, several things happen. 1. Your blood sugar remains elevated. 2. Insulin resistance increases. 3. Inflammation becomes chronic. 4. Joint cartilage breaks down. 5. Nerve pathways in your legs weaken. 6. You start losing muscle tone and coordination. 7. Your balance becomes compromised. And this combination creates a perfect storm for walking problems, whether it's stiffness, limping, instability, or even falls. Many seniors blame getting old, but the real culprit might be sitting in their fruit bowl. So what should you eat? Focus on low-sugar, anti-inflammatory fruits, such as blueberries, rich in antioxidants and low in sugar. Green apples, fiber-rich and great for gut health. Avocados, technically a fruit and packed with healthy fats. Papaya, low acid, good for digestion and joints. Blackberries, low sugar, high fiber. Pair your fruit intake with healthy fats and protein to balance blood sugar. Also, always opt for fresh, organic, and seasonal produce. The fresher the fruit, the better your body handles it. Aging doesn't have to mean losing your mobility. You don't have to accept walking slower, aching joints, or instability as your new normal. The truth is, what you eat has everything to do with how you move, and sometimes it's the so-called healthy foods that are silently working against you. So now you know, these 8 fruits might be sabotaging your ability to walk comfortably. Be mindful. Test removing them from your diet for 14 days, and watch how your body responds. Your joints might feel freer, your steps more stable, your energy back. Did any of the fruits on this list surprise you? Let me know in the comments. And if you've been dealing with walking problems or joint pain, share your story below. Someone else might find hope in your experience. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss our next health revelation. And remember, the smallest changes can create the biggest transformations. Walk wisely, eat smart, and take control of your health again, one step at a time.